as you were escorting a wagon full of provisions and supplies from Neverwinter to Phandelver at the behest of a dwarven benefactor who approached you within a tavern named Gundren Rockseeker. He explained that he needed your help to bring the supplies down to Phandelver, which is a couple of days' travel southeast from Neverwinter, where you started. Very excited, very secretive.
We're in Neverwinter right now.
Yeah, right.
In the other game we just got, we were in November.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very excited, very secretive. He'd found something big and he needed to make preparations, so he set off with Sildar Hallwinter, a human guard, who was escorting him and was going to act as his bodyguard. So you headed down a couple days later and came across their unfortunately killed horses, which led you to a goblin ambush. And you then, after defeating them, followed a trail to a goblin hideout, where you saved Sildar Hallwinter and defeated Clarg, a bugbear that had been traumatizing the goblins. You also were able to get some provisions back that had been stolen from Gundren and Sildar, in addition to some other supplies from the Lion Shield Coster, which Sildar explained to you is in Phandelver. You also found out that Gundren had actually been taken away toward the Black Spider, or summoned by the Black Spider, and the map that Gundren had where he had found a cave was taken as well. So, we rejoin you as you are headed back to Phandelver with Sildar in your company. You have the supplies from the Kragmaw hideout that the goblin Yimik was very happy to help you load up and send you on your way as you killed Clark, who had been disrupting their lives. And we rejoin you as, is there anything you wanted to talk about or do before you, as you're on the road with Sildar in your midst?
Because you're smiling.
Sildar, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why did you leave early with Gundren? What were you looking for?
From my understanding, Gundren just wanted to arrive early to make some preparations. My goal was simply to get him to Phandelver. I was not expecting numerous goblins to pop out. I would have dropped him off and my duty would have been done.
Are you his normal bodyguard?
No, we came across each other in Neverwinter, and he explained a little bit about what he was doing, and I was hired.
Interesting.
Quite.
So, you don't know what big thing he had found?
My understanding is the big thing was he and his brothers had found the Wave Echo Cave, but other than that, they had not yet gotten there. Now, the Black Spider will have that information.
Do you know about the Black Spider? Can you share that with us?
I know not much, unfortunately.
Well, it's black.
Likely. Perhaps also
Thank
a
you,
spider.
Matthew.
No problem.
I thought it was red. Now that that's clear, we can move on.
I really feel like his, like, if you were to have a second class, it would be Bard.
Yeah.
He always does, like, sound effects and everything.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't really consider that.
What do you think, Matthew?
Mm,
Are you enjoying your quest?
very much so, yeah.
That makes me happy. What would you say your favorite part was? Fighting the chained up wolves that you couldn't beat, even though they were chained up?
The fact that I was literally overkill the whole time.
I know, you look so sweet, but yet a little scared of you.
Lux can pay to save me.
I thought you were like a cute kitty man. I thought you were like a evil kitty man. Aren't you like godly and stuff? Aren't you a paladin? Very violent for a paladin.
I like violence.
You're not the only one.
We agree on something. Wow, that's a first.
I'm just kidding, obviously.
I like him.
You like everyone. Do you want to sit on his shoulder? Get blood spatter all over you. It's quite aggressive, this one.
So mean.
No, it's great.
I know I
Don't
appreciate
turn on
it.
me.
I'm only alive because of, well, your love for Violet, so I appreciate all of that help.
This is a newfound love.
No
When I
prejudice.
found this chap, he didn't know his arm from his paw.
Elbow.
Paw. You didn't even know how to use your claws. Do you have claws?
I learned fast.
And yes, I do.
Cat, of course he has claws.
Maybe he's
Yep.
declawed.
That's why I needed to clarify the black spider for you.
I know. My intelligence is a 10.
Have you all been traveling long enough to? Are you called something? Do you have a name?
Now,
Now,
Sorry.
let's move on.
That's happened naturally.
Should
Shall
you
we come up with a team?
be for hire, I'm sure that there is a lot of work in Phandelver once we arrive. So
We should probably come up with a name.
Yeah, good idea. Sage. Time after time.
My name is Bazil. It's not sage. It's not thyme. It's not oregano.
Where did that one come from?
I don't know. That's the next herb she was gonna call me. Just guessing.
or we can call you Herb.
her,
Don't call me Herb. That's my brother's name. And I hate my brother. So general. Herb. Like, I'll be specific. Basil. So what should we call ourselves? Feline frenzy.
Reference.
Reference.
I'm pretty sure what we should.
well, you have plenty of time to think, I'm sure, of
Yeah, we do
something.
have plenty of time to think.
Unintentional, I apologize.
Even he's getting in on it. Did you guys tell him something about it?
Yes.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
So your travels to Phandelver, the remaining way, are fairly uneventful. You did leave about the springtime, so it's the weather is nice for the most part. As you continue down the Tribor Trail, eventually you find yourselves approaching Phandelver, and the rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandelver. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins, crumbling stone walls covered by ivy and briars surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. As you clop into town on your cart, Sildar actually turns to you all and says, actually, this town has an interesting history. Hundreds of years ago, Phandelver was a thriving human town. People were firmly allied with the dwarves and the gnomes of the Phandelver's Pact, which I believe we spoke about at the beginning of our journey. However, the same orc horde that sacked the mines laid waste to the settlement, and Phandelver was abandoned for centuries. In the last 3 or 4 years, however, hardy settlers from the cities of Neverwinter and Waterdeep have begun the hard work of reclaiming the ruins of Phandelver. This is now a bustling frontier settlement, kind of grown up on the site of the old town, and you find farmers, woodcutters, fur traders, prospectors. They're all drawn in by stories of gold and platinum in the foothills of the Sword Mountains. Unfortunately, there also have been brigands and bandits that have followed. Of course, they take advantage of any area that there is said to be treasure. And there really is no local lord or authority to chase them away. Well,
How do the people manage without a lord?
I believe they have a mayor here, but I have not heard great things. My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint.
It is not going to be quaint once we get these ruffians in there.
I will show you a map of... I will show you a map of Phandelver, just so that you have a Phandelver map, so that you have an idea of where you are. This is not the one I want. Here we go. Nope. Alright, so messages coming. Alright, so you enter from the north on this map, if you want to take a look, and you can see the Tribor Trail up at the north. You enter in and head down towards the Stonehill Inn.
So, okay.
So as you
Right here. Tribor Trail, and then going down to the Stonehill Inn.
As you continue, you pass some shops. You do see a sign for Barthen's Provisions as you are heading.
See that? Sorry.
Oh, did the light flicker?
Oh no, I was talking about Barthen's
oh.
Provision. Sorry.
Barthen's Provisions. So you see a signpost, Barthen's Provisions, as you head down, knowing that that is where you were asked to drop off the provisions. And then further along, up to your right, you can see a smithy. But Sildar looks at you all and says, if you would like, perhaps dropping off the goods for Gundren here, and I would recommend the Lion Shield Coster. You can see it if you look down further past the square on the other side, large building. You may be able to obtain a some kind of payment for bringing that back to Lenine Greywind, who runs that.
So we're coming from here, Barthen's Provisions. This is where we're gonna stay. And then we're gonna go where to get the funds? Lion Shield
Liz? Do you have the stream link? I'm trying to send it to my mom because she wants to watch.
Oh, I
just
record
recording.
it and then I put it up on YouTube after.
Oh, I thought it was live.
No. But I can get you if she goes on YouTube, she can watch it.
Okay.
You can watch all the past ones.
Yeah, all the past
A
ones.
little marathon.
I'll have it up by tonight, for sure.
Okay.
Um,
Town.
So, should you like to stop here at Barthen's Provisions, I can meet you down at the Stonehill Inn when you're ready. I'm just going to. It's right over there, and he points up to the left. Only a couple of doors down is the Stonehill Inn. Sound good?
Yep.
No, why are you gonna leave us?
I would like to.
I feel like you're being sneaky.
Well, you can
Suspicious
ask. You can say,
Yeah.
do you think he's trying to be deceitful?
Can I roll?
Do you want to? You can ask him directly, or you can, or you can like.
I want to
kinda
ask.
Look.
Ask.
I want to ask.
Who ask?
Him
Um,
directly?
Directly.
Okay. No, he's like, I just. He's like, he looks at you and he looks like he's almost a little intimidated by this like one football. He's like looking at you. He's like, I am part of the Lord's Alliance. I did want to start searching around for Iarno, who I had told you about, who had gone missing. My friend who had gone missing. I was going to go to the inn. Typically, that is where the most rumors and information can be found. I had no dealings with getting the provisions to Barthen's, so I assumed you would take care of your deal, and then we can meet. I have other tasks. Ezra, was it?
Yes.
I can assure you, I am not your enemy.
Acting a bit suspicious.
It's kind of like looks at all of you like.
I'm suspicious of everyone.
I know a good name. The Imposters.
Sildar looks at you all again and is like, I will meet you at the Stonehill Inn when you've completed yours.
We are the Imposters.
What's his name again?
No, we're not.
Sildar Hallwinter.
Sildar's acting sus. Let's inject him.
Let's eject him. All right. That sounds good.
Yes, it
Take
does.
these lot. Over to Barthen's Provisions.
I still don't trust him, but okay.
Sildar
He's
heads
not
off.
part of our party. We just saved him. He can go wherever he wants.
He's not part of the imposters.
What are you suspicious of? He has a life. That does not include us.
I think he knows more than what he's telling us.
Everybody knows more than what they're telling you.
You guys having this conversation outside of Barthen's Provisions.
Yes.
The door is open. You can see it's a large trading post. The doors are it's like double doors to be able to bring things in and out. And looking inside, you can see the proprietor there. It looks to be a lean and balding human male. Looks to be about, in his 50s or so, kind of like an olive skin. He's just kind of like leaning up against on the counter watching you all, like, as you're having your conversation. Can I help you?
Yes, sorry, we will talk about this later. This is not the time. Fine. I'll request for you. We are on a quest. Matthew, get the provisions.
Okay.
So you are able, do you bring some of them in, or you just all, okay. So you unload.
Is he Barthen? Is his name Barthen?
You
Barthen's
assume.
Provisions.
You assume. Yeah, you can come in. You're Barthen.
Are you Barthen?
I am, yes. How can I help you?
I suspected due to the name.
Very astute.
I know. It's a very unique name choice.
Well, my father's father named it.
And then you were named Barthen the Third.
No, that's our,
Is that
sorry.
your last name?
that's our surname, yes.
Ah, I see. What is your first name?
Well,
First name is Will.
it is Well Barthen, yes. Whell. Well.
What's your middle name?
Well.
Done. Well done.
You'll have to excuse this one. He's a bit, fresh. A bit, green, if you know what I mean. A bit raw.
Yeah, as opposed to this very mature person called Time.
My name is Bazil.
Nice to meet you, Bazil.
Nice to meet you, Will.
I'm Ezra.
Hello, Ezra. Nice to meet you as well.
I'm Matthew.
Matthew
And Brisinger.
and Brisinger. How can I help you? And you can see, actually, in this big room that's kind of open to the world at the moment, you can see backpacks, bedrolls, ropes, rations. You see people coming in and out, actually, just kind of like stepping in, and you see two clerks as well. A couple of young people. They actually look at you all, and it is a male and a female. We'll say they're humans. Let's go with humans. Easier. And they look at you. They're probably like 17, 18, 19, like that, young adult age. And they, like, can we help you unload anything? And Barthen's like, yes, what's on the cart? How can I help you?
Well, we would like to unload these provisions to you.
Yes? Where are they from?
Oh, they are from, Gundren.
Oh, Gundren.
Yes.
Interesting.
He hired us.
Oh, yes, I had heard of you. There were 4 of you, yes. 10 gold each. I was expecting to see Gundren here a couple of days ago, actually.
You were. Yes. He left ahead.
I was just gonna mention that guy ambushed. What's his name?
He left ahead of us,
Mm.
and
As he said he would.
yes, we found his bodyguard, but not him. It appears perhaps he's been taken.
Well, that is very unfortunate. How,
We still get our 10 gold though, right?
yes, of course, the gold is here waiting for you.
Oh, amazing.
Really glad you have your priorities straight.
Ander, go get the gold.
do.
And you see the young boy go running off into the back.
Do you
Call
know
me
why
heartless.
Gundren was coming here early?
My only understanding, he wanted to have his supplies dropped off here. We had an agreement. I would pay whoever drops them off, and then he had some kind of task to take care of. I would say, I mean, he is a friend of mine, and I know that he had discussed with me only a little bit, but he had found some kind of mine that he was very excited about. Something to
Echo
do with
mine?
the Phandelver's pact. Perhaps that sounds familiar, yes. If,
And you said he was a friend of yours.
yes, we were friendly. We don't get to see each other very much. He spends a lot of his time up in Neverwinter or in Waterdeep in the big cities, but when he comes by, past couple of years since we've established Barthen's Provisions here in Phandelin, we have a sister store in Baldur's Gate. Should you ever need to pick up supplies, you can tell them that Well sent you.
Well.
Yes, yes.
I can't.
I would say if you know where he has been, you look like a scrappy bunch to have made it all this way as well. A little scratched up, but I personally would appreciate it if you were able to find what happened to my friend and bring him bring him home alive if possible, or at least some information so we can tell his family.
Will there be more coins involved?
If we find him.
I would imagine so. Gundren, especially if he and his brothers, Nundro and Tharden, are able to find the mine they keep talking about.
His brothers? Where are his brothers?
His brothers are camped somewhere outside town.
Kept?
I haven't seen them in a camp.
Camped. Oh, I thought kept.
Sorry, my accent. Haven't seen them in a 10-day or so.
Well.
But
Let me fix that.
I did expect them to return any day now to resupply themselves.
So, the brothers have not returned either. You have not seen them.
No, not in about a 10-day, unfortunately. I mean, they would come and go every 7-10 days, but I would expect them to come. This would be about the time. You can only last so long.
What are they camping for?
Well, perhaps whatever mine they have found, or an entrance, or they're all working together, the Rockseeker brothers. And Ander comes running back out, the young human boy, and he drops a little sack of coins.
Yay!
And you see Barthen. Thank you, Ander. Please continue. And continue helping Thistle. And so the two are, bringing stuff back and forth. And Gundren counts out 10 gold pieces each for you all. So a total of 40.
How much is like adding gold to this?
Yep.
Where is it? Do you know where that is?
If you go, you should have your currency somewhere.
When you go into inventory,
Or you can go manage.
Inventory. I'm in inventory. Oh,
You see the currency?
okay, so I've got gold right here. I have 15 gold right now.
Yeah, so click on it and add 2 more.
Okay, 10 more. So 25. Oh, there's actually more in the copper.
And once we
silver.
sleep, we're going up to level 2, right? What did we bury?
You're already at level 2, actually, because
Oh,
you
we
slept
did that?
during
Yeah,
your...
remember?
yeah, you guys leveled up.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't sure if it went through.
Love leveling up.
Do I put it in my
Did
inventory?
you level up your character?
I thought you guys did at the end of this
Did we?
last session.
I did.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, I didn't for some reason.
I think you were helping everybody else level up this way.
That would make sense.
Yeah, so you guys kind of standing there as they unload and help you unpack the provisions, and you also have the option of purchasing things that you may or may not need from Barthen's Provisions.
It's a store.
It is a store, and he actually says, "How about this? In exchange for your agreement to at least do your best to locate my friend Gundren, I'll give you a discount at Barthen's Provisions here in Phandelver. Only here, of course. I'll give you. You can purchase at cost. How about that?
Okay.
Right. Okay.
We have basic adventuring supplies here: rope, backpacks.
How much is your rope? Is it 50 gold? Rope! I still can't believe you spent that.
I think it was 35.
Gold, was it?
Yeah,
And it was gold.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's 25.
When we
Alright,
first
let me
started
pull it.
playing, Art bought like this
got
regular
taken.
regular rope for like so much money.
You got taken for a ride by a vendor in El Terrell.
Oh my
I believe it was.
It was so funny though.
We had
Yes.
no idea what we were doing.
No,
That's
you.
why. No clue.
So depends on what you're looking for. Unfortunately, right now we only have hempen rope. For cost, that will be It'll be 6 silver for 50 feet of hempen rope, and Thistle comes over. She's like this fiery red hair that's kind of, disheveled and whatnot, with light skin and like freckles all over. She's fairly tall, like 5'7" or so, and she comes over and like presents to you different kinds of ropes like wrapped around. So if you're looking for rope, plenty of that. We've got sacks, we've got shovels, locks. Need a ladder? We got a ladder. And Arden, go get a ladder. Arden comes over like... He's also pretty tall, like 5'11". He's got black hair. Lean, skinny. Probably like 19 years old. Skin color fairly similar to Barthen. Backpacks, we've got bedrolls. Do you all have a place to sleep? I would imagine that wouldn't be so difficult for you.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to get anything at the store.
Do you fly when you sleep? Give the wings a rest. I don't know how to fly. I've always been very jealous, envious.
No, I don't fly when I sleep. I rest my wings. I fly all day. They need to be rested.
I mean, you hear of people who can stand or sleep with their eyes open, so you never know. And sometimes people can fly in their sleep. Yes.
That's fine.
We have very, very simple weaponry as well that we keep in the side room here. Daggers, short swords. No armor, unfortunately, but you can find that at the smithy.
Do you know where we could find some potions of healing? You don't sell them here. You just mostly...
It's not like right there.
Unfortunately, this is a kind of still an up-and-coming town. I will say that there is the Shrine of Luck. Perhaps you would have some, luck there.
6 sides with numbers on it.
What's that?
Wonder if it's a 6-sided key with numbers on it.
Sorry, I'm too far away from you. I couldn't hear you.
Wonder if it's like a 6-sided cube with numbers on it.
If what is?
The
Shrine of Luck.
Oh.
Well, the shrine is dedicated to Taimoura, the goddess of luck and good fortune. We do have a sister, Grael, who is heading that up. It is a small shrine. She just recently actually did a return, looking as if she had been in some kind of fight. So interesting. I didn't get to speak with her, but we're not all that close. But very young and zealous, young elf. She's sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm thinking about we should get a shovel. I'm sorry.
Oh, a shovel? We have shovels, yes, we've got shovels for days. We've got shovels, and they are, I will give it to you for...
Do you have small shovels?
Not your size, but you know that if you touch something, it shrinks to your size.
Oh, perfect.
If you need it to.
Yes.
So, 6 silver pieces for this shovel. Thistle! Shovel.
Yes, I'm gonna buy a shovel.
Green is a shovel for the sandbox.
How do I put a shovel in here?
So you can manage your equipment, and you can look, or I can add it to you later, if you have trouble finding it. So if you manage equipment, you can search for a shovel. It may or may not show up, depending on what D&D Beyond has available. Is there anything I can help you with in terms of getting to know our fair town here? You are quite the big one. I don't know that I have come across anyone like you before. What was your name again?
Brisinger.
Brisinger. Well, I bet no one messes with you. Were you the one who kept all of them safe?
Yes.
I bet. Well, if you're ever looking for bodyguard work, I don't know if you're looking to settle down. I'm sure there are some ruins that have not yet been claimed, can be built into a home.
I'll think about it.
I'll pay you handsomely. These two are great for, unloading and loading, but no one's really afraid of them. And Ander kind of turns and is like, "You're too skinny, you need to eat!" No one's afraid of him.
Don't.
Is it because I don't have any silver?
Yeah, it might be. She doesn't have any silver, so it's not letting her.
You can break down the silver into 10 silver per gold, so if you get rid of a gold, you add 10
Okay.
silver, and then...
Yeah, let's do that.
Ander and...
My shovel.
Oh, your shovel. Ander and Thistle, they come back in, and you can see one of them is holding a box that has the Lion Shield Coster symbol on it, engraved on it. And Ander and Thistle, they kind of stop and are like, "Do we take these in too, or are they..." They have the ones with the Lion Shield Coster symbol engraved on it. "Are these going down the street?" And Barthen looks and says, "Oh, these don't appear to be part of the provisions. Got the Lion Shield Coster symbol on it. That's down the road." These are the ones that you guys found in the cave. There were the provisions that were on on Gundren's, was like a cart that you all had, and then there were the provisions inside of the cave that you found. Sildar said they belonged to the Lion Shield Coster. So
That's right. I almost forgot about these. Remember, Sildar said he's up on the Lion Coster. Maybe, perhaps we should bring them down the street.
Yes, we should. We should get more money.
Obviously, that's why I'm saying.
Well, don't get smart. Time.
you've been traveling together long, huh? You have a very familiar way about.
Ah, he's so cocky.
And you not.
I am very nice.
Well,
For your size, maybe.
I'm just gonna walk away.
flit
Do
away.
you walk?
Fly away.
I thought you fly.
Yeah, well, you know what?
That would be
Mad.
funny. I'm picturing
Flying
Ezra
away.
literally on purpose dropping down to the
Yes,
floor.
and stomping.
That'd be fun.
Yes, I'm flying down to the floor and stomping because you made me that mad.
Well, if you would like, Ander and Thistle, or one or both of them can help unload anything down at the Coster, just for a moment, of course. Again, as a thank you for searching for my friend.
Yes, we will let them help us.
All right, you all can lead them down and bring them to Lenine. So unless there's anything else you wanted to purchase.
Nope, I'm just gonna purchase my shovel so I can bury somebody.
So you grab the shovel and it goes whoop down into
Yay!
your...
Me shovel!
You're gonna have so much fun in the sandbox.
Matthew, if you don't watch your mouth, I'm gonna shovel a hole and put you in it. I thought cats
Yeah,
don't.
maybe by
Do
the
cats
time-
like sand?
Maybe by the time I'm like 30,
Cats
maybe
don't
you'll
like
have the
water.
whole
They don't
done.
like water, but they like.
Maybe
I
I'll
think they
shovel
like
some
sand.
water on you.
I think they
Assuming you'll be able to carry it.
So you
Actually,
guys,
she's quite strong.
Nah.
you load up take the cart, and you head down the street there, passing by the Stonehill Inn, which looks pretty lively. I mean, this is a bustling little town. There's a lot of sounds of construction. You can see everybody building up. As mentioned, these are ruins that have been kind of repurposed, so people are constantly making changes and adding on. You can see all the different types of vocations, I guess, represented here. Farmers and woodcutters. You see the smithy just like working away in the open forge outside. So you head across the square, the town green, and directly to your right, as you're passing, you can see what appears to be that shrine. It's a very small temple that is made of stones that look to be taken from the nearby ruins, and you can see there's a very simple statue, like little statue of Taimoura, just kind of standing with arms in that way that statues are built. Heading across, you find yourselves outside of another trading post. And hanging above the front door, there's a sign that is shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it, which matches the thing that you have. And as you walk in, you see a human woman standing there. Again, red hair, but it's tied back like pretty tight into a tight bun at the top of her head. She is dressed in armor, like a more defensive look with the blues, and you can see the lion symbol emblazoned on her.
Are there any
her
frogs
chest.
around?
Frogs?
Yes.
No, not
Okay.
here. Not yet. We've mostly been around dust and whatnot, so you don't see any frogs. Like dusty road as you're coming through. So as you...
Because you're scared of frogs.
No, because I hate frogs.
Because you're scared of them.
No, because I hate them.
Why are we asking her about frogs? We should be giving her the stuff.
As you walk in having this conversation, the woman looks up her head and she's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes. We don't care about frogs, but
Neither do I.
I'm glad
That's
we...
something in common immediately. I like that.
Me
How
too.
can I help?
Immediately in common. So we came across this, and we'll just show it to her.
Ander and Thistle start like walking in with some of the stuff. She's like, "Ah, Ander, Thistle, nice to see you." What is
so
this
you
now?
know these young chaps?
Ah, yes, from up the street at Barthen's Provisions.
Aye, well they're helping us with this lot. We want to bring to you to see if this had any value to you.
Oh, yes, yes. Please sit them down, and I'll
It's
take
in
a
a
look.
Goblin Cave.
Oh, interesting. I would not have expected that. We've actually had quite an issue with bandits recently. Not necessarily goblins, but okay. Thank you. I appreciate you bringing this back. Let me see. And she comes over and she takes a crowbar out of somewhere you have no idea where. And she's like, pops it open real quick. And inside is, various supplies. You guys had kind of looked in some of them. You already took the health potion. Or 2 or 3, I think there were. And she goes through a bunch of stuff. Oh, yes, we can use this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, so you say you came across it in a Goblin Cave. That's quite, brave. Tell me more.
Yes, we are brave.
Quite brave.
I gather that from the fact that you have this. Tell me more about where you found our supplies, please.
Do you know Gundren? Comes into town
Not personally, no.
Knows well.
from time
Off the
to
street.
time.
Knows who
Well,
well.
Barthen seems to know him.
Barthen. Well, Barthen.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Very
Well,
confusing
Barthen.
name. Very confusing.
Barthen,
Well,
very-
Barthen.
By the way, I am
With an
Lanine
H.
Greywind.
Well, Barthen.
I hadn't heard it pronounced that way, but
Well,
that would be more.
like cool whip.
Yes, that, if only people pronounced it that way, I would not be so
Barthen.
confused ever. I'm
Well,
Lanine-
Barthen.
Well,
Well, Barthen.
Okay.
that's swell.
I'm sorry. They're
Well,
a little,
Yeah,
we're
I-
tired.
Yes, well, I would imagine after having fought goblins, I assume, in order to get our supplies. I am Lanine Greywind. I head up the Lion Shield cluster here in Phandelver. And you
So-
are
I'm Ezra.
Ezra.
My name is Bazil.
I am Brisinger.
And I'm Matthew.
It's nice to meet you. All who
You as well.
saved our supplies here.
So, I have a question. You said that you're having problems with bandits. But we found this in a goblin cave.
Well, not well, Barthen.
Oh, she's funny.
Unfortunately, we can't keep
Do
track
you
of all
need
of our
a
things.
traveling adventuring group?
That would be quite helpful, actually. I mean, not necessarily traveling, if you could help us here in the city of Phandelver. So, the Lion Shields, we are a merchant company based in the city of Yartar. It's about over 100 miles to the east. We ship goods to Phandelver and other small settlements throughout the region, but this outpost has been hit hard by banditry. Unfortunately, the most recent caravan never arrived until now. As I am looking in this, and it appears that these are the supplies that we should have received. So I appreciate that.
So, are people getting ambushed on their way in?
In, out, yes.
Well, we got ambushed as well. By a bunch of goblins.
And you came out unscathed, it appears. What I can say is, as a reward and a thank you, I can give you, she looks through all of the stuff. She does some calculations. You see her counting her fingers. She writes down something over it. She heads over to a desk, writes some things down. 50 gold to be split amongst the 4 of you.
That doesn't divide equally.
That's... Yes. How about even...
50 is an even number.
I mean,
A
to
number
split,
that can be
split
distributed
evenly.
among 4 people, yeah.
Everybody gets
Among us,
12.5 gold.
Among us.
Yes, you can. You 12 gold and 5 silver. How about this? And then she separates it out. She counts out. You get 12 gold each, 5 silver. Perfect.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna add that. So 25 plus 12 is 37.
I can also offer you access.
How much silver?
Access.
How much silver?
12 gold, 5 silver.
5 silver, okay.
Access to some of the supplies that I have in the back room. Mostly weaponry, armor.
Well, I would love a look at that.
I must ask you before I let you look, though. You're not bandits yourselves, just coming in to,
Ha! No.
You laugh, but I've seen it.
You've seen that. Return your own goods to you.
Why would we
If they
admit
think
to
that there
being
would be a reward worth more than the
Yes.
goods.
Why would we
She's not
admit to being bandits?
Well, you never know. There are some bandits that have a heart of gold. Amongst the others. She'll say you, Matthew.
Matthew, are you a bandit?
I assure you, we are not bandits.
We are not bandits.
I'm a
We
bandit.
were hired
I'm a bandit because I'll
by
steal your
Gundren,
heart.
Balthan's friend, and to bring these supplies to Balthan.
The only bandit around here is Matthew.
I'll steal
He'll- He'll steal your heart.
Indeed.
You stole my joke, you meanie.
On our way, we ourselves were ambushed,
Uh-huh.
went into a
They
goblin
all
cave,
say, "Bandit, you stole my
fought
joke."
some chained wolves. That was interesting. And found these supplies that we are now returning to you.
Interesting. So that, So that points to, goblins being our bandits. Or at least some of them.
It would appear so, yes. But why would goblins be raiding?
They're goblins. Nasty little creatures. I've only met 1 or 2 that I actually liked.
Not many people like me either. Yeah,
Well,
Drow.
I can tell why.
No opinion on that either way.
I'm only joking.
Would you like to take a look at the weapons?
I love weapons, yes.
So,
Am I allowed to use a scythe as a rogue? Because I have wanted to use a scythe for so long.
It's hilarious that you're huge and you're a rogue.
let's see. It depends on what a scythe is considered in 5e and what you have proficiency in. You can always use any weapon that you want. It's just that if you are not proficient, then you don't get to add any bonuses to using it, and I don't know if you have disadvantage as well with every attack because you don't know how to use it. But it is a scythe is a heavy two-handed weapon.
Rogues use heavy two-handed?
They don't typically. So it would depend on what do your weapon proficiencies say. So on the left-hand side, it should say proficient, or in your skills or something like that. I forget where it is on your thing.
I do not know where it is.
I just hit Control F.
Your armor, you can wear light armor.
+2.
These are the weapons that you're proficient in. So like simple weapons, crossbow, hand, long sword, rapier, short sword. So you don't have like medium or heavy.
So it's a simple two-handed melee weapon in the
Oh, it's
heavy
simple?
blade weapon group.
So it does say simple.
It
Simple.
says I'm proficient in
Simple
simple
weapons.
weapons.
Does that count?
So
But it doesn't say
you-
anything about her weight of her weapons.
So it's a simple weapon. It is two-handed, which means you would only get one attack, and
Oh, so that must be.
you are not proficient, so you would not get your bonus.
If I used it for a certain amount of time, would I become proficient in it?
I don't think so.
Only if you
You have to like train, right?
yeah, you can train
Specifically.
in it, or if you level up and it gives you an opportunity to do that, then like to add proficiency. There's also the heavy weapon proficiency or something like that that would allow you to do that. So not at level 2.
If I come across one, I will get one for later.
Alright, let's see what weapons she's got here in the back.
Yay, I love weapons.
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 We have.
What do we have?
Actually, how about roll me a D100. So that's going to be the 2 D10s that you have.
Oh.
For Brisinger.
Oh, Brisinger.
Yeah. So you can roll 1 D10 and then the other one too. That's the percentage die. So roll them both at the same time.
I don't have any. Oh, I do.
Yeah, that one. That's the percentage die. So you roll them both, and then we figure out what the percentage is. I'm going to say there's a 10% chance that she's got a side.
And a 5.
So 15.
Yes.
So looking in the back, there's no sides in this particular shop.
Aww.
But she does have javelins, light hammers, maces. She has a sickle.
Ooh, a sickle.
That one is a one-handed.
Popsicle.
Sickle's kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe.
So the sickle is 20 gold.
What else does she have?
She's got daggers, chainmail, studded leather armor, ringmail, spears. She's got battle axes, flails. Like there's a bunch of weapons here. Essentially, whatever you're kind of looking for, except for a scythe, because that is actually not an official 5e item.
Am I
That
using
they
battle
just
axe?
have. Battle axe again is you do not have proficiency with that. So
I should have chose fighter. I assume they have.
I'm a fighter.
you can switch if you want. You don't have to.
I can?
Yeah, if you don't want to be, if you want to play something different, you don't want to be a rogue, you can switch to whatever you want.
Can I do it right now?
It would be more complicated, so we could figure it out after. But you could buy whatever things you wanted to, if you wanted to be a fighter instead.
How much is the battle axe?
Battle axe is actually I'm going to that is 12 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna get the battle axe then.
All right.
Oh wait a minute, I didn't add myself a level 2. I'm still on level 1 here.
Oh, you got manager.
How do I do that?
What are you looking for?
I didn't change my level to level 2.
See right here where it says Matthew level 1.
So right over there on the
Manage.
right-hand side, it
Oh,
opened
yeah,
up
it's
that
okay.
thing. You see, it opened it.
Oh, it did.
Right, yeah. And then you just choose manage levels.
Let's see it open over
And then you let it know that you're level 2 now.
I've added a
there. I am.
backpack.
Level
And then
2.
it will
Alright.
it will highlight all the areas that you need to
This one
stay.
you gotta make a choice on now. This level up. It's the only one. So fighting style, you get to pick.
Oh, I get to pick the
There's a
first.
bunch
Yep.
of different battle axes. There's a battle axe, there's a battle axe of warning, there's a battle axe of
Blessed.
Yes.
What's
Those
Blessed
are
Warrior? I
magical.
like Blessed
She's
Warrior.
only got regular old.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any magic weapons.
Giant Slayer battle axe.
Oh my god, there's like
Vicious
so many
battle axe,
options
and
to
then
choose
a battle
from.
axe
Look at
plus
these,
3.
bro.
There is a lot of
I haven't looked at any.
You almost said miss something.
Yeah, I nearly said it. What do I choose?
Whatever you want, you can look at all of them and see
Ending, I
like
guess.
which
They don't have
What do you
sights.
like?
I can't add
Resistance. That sounds cool.
You got a? Did you get a sickle or no?
no, I got a battle axe.
Oh, okay.
ooh. Can I get
Alright, so is that it? Do I just.
do you have any lances?
What do I. Is that it?
A lance? Yes, she does. She has actually quite a few lances in the back there.
Are any different from any other ones?
Nope,
We
just
just
regular
talked
old. They
about-
don't have any
okay.
magical
No
weapons
magical,
in
just-
their
They're all
stuff.
the same.
But it is 12 gold for a lance.
Alright, I'm gonna get a lance.
Alright, so I need.
Yes, sir.
What do we do now?
So did you change it?
Yeah, I changed
Okay.
it.
So now you can go back to home and then actually just go back to collections and then you're good. Characters. And back to Matthew. This should be level 2. Yay! It says 12.
If you need any tools, I also have those. I've got some carpenter's tools. She like pulls a crate over and pops it open with that crowbar that she keeps disappearing and reappearing somewhere. I got some carpenter's tools, masons, smiths, and tinkerers. Anybody want to take up an instrument? I got a horn here for 40 gold. She takes it out and
My next roll for the percentages would have been a 70 and a 1.
71 then, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any armor? You said you had some.
Yes, we have a bit of armor
Studded.
here. Studded, chain, scale, breastplate. She pulls it all out and just kind of clunk, clunk, clunk. Half plate, heavy, ring, chain, splint, plate.
Oh my.
That's a lot.
We are a merchant organization.
I want to see if I want.
Big money, big money. Oh, no, not a 0. You get a king.
You see her kind of eyeing you as you guys are looking through your stuff.
Plate mail.
I do have plate mail,
I'm sure it's
which
quite
of course I'm
expensive.
happy to sell to you. You don't belong to the red brands here, do you?
The who?
The red brands, the ruffians that have taken up here in town.
Do we?
Yes, do you? This
No.
is what I was asking. The one with the heart of gold.
Absolutely not.
You're a red brand ruffian?
We are not ruffians.
She's still looking over at at Matthew.
Hello.
Are you a red brand,
Apparently you're sus.
young man?
I'm sus.
No, this is the one with the heart of gold, the one I can probably trust the most.
So, yeah, you can trust me. I'm awesome.
We are not part of any ruffian.
Did I get a sale for
I
my
was
battle axe?
distracted by the
though?
dice.
Or
I was
no?
just
Oh, what?
organizing them.
My battle axe, I paid 12. Do I get a sale at all?
No, she's not
Same.
giving. She's giving you guys the
Do you have a blowgun?
blowgun. A blowgun, an interesting.
What is a
Unfortunately,
blowgun?
It's like a.
I can go.
I know what they are. Yeah.
You
It's
put
one
your
of
mouth
the,
on
it's
it too, but
a
it blows
dart.
a dart at someone.
Yes.
Yeah. A dart gun.
Don't give her one of those.
I don't have it. Unfortunately.
Oh no!
Oh.
Use it on anyone who annoys her.
How much is your plate armor?
Your a regular plate mail. Well, that's gonna run you
Expensive.
a pretty penny. It's 131 platinum pieces.
Hi!
Yes, indeed. A half plate is 852 gold.
Get it.
You gotta make a living here.
I need armor against these red ruffians. You should be giving us a
You're gonna go
discount
fight them.
because we just brought you back your
Don't
stuff.
point back here if you're gonna go take on those red brand ruffians. I would appreciate it if you did, but don't tell them it. Don't tell them about me.
No, we're not going to tell them about you. What I'm saying is that we brought back your supplies.
And you were paid handsomely for that. 50 gold pieces.
To split between 4 of us. We were in a goblin cave. You said
And
brave.
think about the experiences you'll be able to tell the people about in the Stone
Oh, Jesus.
Hill Inn. I would recommend, avoid the Sleeping Giant Tap House. If you are not a Red Brand Ruffian, they will not appreciate seeing you there. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Good to know.
Do you all have a name? A name for your...
We need to decide on a name. Like, right now.
We are the imposters.
That I can let
We're
Malign
not gonna be called the
imposters know
imposters,
about.
okay? It'll stop being funny after like 2 sessions.
Then what do you want to call us?
I don't know. I just don't want to have an unintelligent name.
So what's an intelligent name?
I don't
The
know.
Goblin Slayers?
Do you have mace?
A mace?
A mace, not
What is a mace?
What's a
So a
mace?
mace is a weapon that it's like a stick with the ball with the spikes.
Definitely thought it was like mace.
I
No,
mean,
it says mace +1. I'm
Yeah, it's
reading
a
it.
+1 mace
Yeah, like a mace.
No, it's a mace, like a
mace.
medieval mace. It's like a ball and has like.
on a stick.
Oh,
It was
that's
mace
what
like
it's
it's
A
called.
handy mace.
I wanted to spray somebody in the eyes.
Add a +1 for the poison.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's different spells, but I don't think you're a...
I wanted to spray somebody in the face. And
There's
then
different poisons you could make. She's like, I don't have any poison here. Sorry, honey.
oh. Fine, I'm moving on. Oh, I just wanted to mace somebody in the face and then
Apparently,
stab
you
them.
can.
You're such
We
a
can make it happen.
psycho.
We can make it happen. You got any mace? You got any bear spray?
I just had a hilariously funny idea
Okay.
of how you can do that.
Okay.
I can shoot acid. So what if we got a little can and then we filled it up with acid and then you could spray it in people's eyes and melt their faces?
That'd be fabulous.
Wouldn't it melt the can?
I don't know.
If it's a glass vial, then no. Not necessarily.
Put it in glass. But she's probably gonna spill it. She'll probably spill it on your shoulder, and then your shoulder's gonna be gone.
I'm resistant.
Then
to
how are you
acid.
gonna use that sight thingy or whatever?
I'm
You
resistant
see Lenine,
to
she goes back to her desk and she's like, if we are quite done, I appreciate all your help.
Are you
But-
kicking us out?
I am indeed. If you are, if we have no further business here, then
Oh, fine.
I would recommend checking out the Stonehill Inn.
Yes,
very,
we need a
very
rest.
I
quaint,
love inns. I just cannot wait to hit that.
very quaint place. And thank you
We did
for
hit
your
the hay.
I'm tired and grumpy right now.
He's Grumpy Cat.
Yes.
I'm a grumpy cat.
You're Pushkin.
What?
You're Pushkin.
These ears go, Anders, this will
Is that
cut.
that cat thing?
And she hands them each a gold. Thank you for your help.
Goodbye.
Good kids, the good kids here. All right, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you again.
No, thank you.
I cannot wait. Tea.
Okay, so you where are you headed next? You standing in the center of town here, you do have options. I mean, there is the shrine directly like diagonal from where you are currently standing. There is the Stonehill Inn, which is directly if you just keep walking straight. You are currently kind of like in the center of town.
Matthew, I
Yes.
know you want to hit the hay. However,
Oh god, no.
can we please stop at the shrine first before we go?
Okay.
Very important question. Do you have to sleep as an elf?
No.
Don't I like meditate?
Yeah, you meditate for 4 hours.
I do
have
not.
an idea. I have
You do? What's your idea?
Well, I can't share yet.
Okay, to the shrine we go! To the shrine!
To the shrine.
So you walk across the dirt
Taimoura.
square towards the very small open kind of temple or shrine that is, as I said, taken from made of stones that were taken from the nearby ruins. You can see that's kind of made into a square with like the front wall missing and the temple
Sorry.
statue right in the middle there. You can see that there are various offerings all around the base of this statue. There are candles. It's very quiet as you approach into the walls of this area. Little things like little copper coins and small little trinkets that people have left. It looks to be like handmade little dolls and just offerings.
Do not take anything.
I'm not gonna take a thing. Why would you think I would?
Would
Because
we
you're
be
a
cursed?
thief.
Will we be cursed if we did or something?
You are also a rogue. Are you
Yeah,
not?
but I have honor and respect.
Do you?
Yes.
So as you head over.
How much does Bazil know about Taimoura?
So Taimoura is one of the more well-known gods of the pantheon. Let me look up some stuff and I'll tell you
Yeah.
all some more about
We should all know
Taimoura.
a little bit about Taimoura.
Yes, she's
I
one of
remember
the,
a little bit from the other game.
Yeah, she's one of the more openly and well-known gods. So let me just pull up Taimoura. So Taimoura is also known more commonly as Lady Luck. She's the goddess of good fortune and well, the second incarnation of the goddess of luck after her predecessor, Tyche, was split into two deities. There's Taimoura and Bishaba. So Taimoura is the goddess of good luck, Bishaba, the goddess of bad luck. So Taimoura is known for good fortune, skill, victory, adventurers, justice. She loves it when you take risks. She blesses those who do so, and she also really loves it when you fight against her other half, Bishaba. Let's see. She's known as Lady Luck, the lady who smiles, our smiling lady, bright smiling lady. Bishaba's bright sister, Tyche's fair-haired daughter. She used to, in the before times, about 100-something years ago, she used to manifest as a barefoot, crafty-faced tomboy with brunette hair when people would see her. But then, a little while later, she started to appear as this like slender, short-haired woman that dresses in a short, white, gold tunic with high brown leather boots. And she had like a silver coronet around her head that glistened in the light.
Why did she change outfits?
Nobody knows. The gods do what they would like. She is known to be cheerful and curious, and yeah.
Sounds a little bit like Matthew. Cheerful and curious.
Her worshippers usually consist of adventurers and others who rely upon a mixture of luck and skill. Let's see, her clergy, the Taimoran clergy, are duty-bound to aid the daring, and they provide healing and some magic items sometimes if they can. Taimoura shrines and temples are widespread. You can go there if you need healing, typically. They will provide you potions and scrolls or other little things if you serve Taimoura well. And yeah, she is. A lot of people will just pray to her because she is the goddess of good luck. And usually, you want to give some kind of prayer when you're giving an offering to her. So, a copper to the lady returns tenfold in gold is a statement that people often say. And when Taimourans are struck with misfortune, they used to say, sometimes the lady smiles, sometimes she laughs out loud. And let us see. Yeah, that's kind of the basics of what you would know. If you became a follower, you would know a lot more, but...
Is it just a shrine, or is it like a temple you can go in?
It's,
Or is it just a statue?
It's pretty much like... It's like built up. I would say that the wall is the walls on either side of this kind of square with the missing front are probably about as high as these things right here that we have. So what, like 6 feet tall. They look to have been just hand placed there. Like when you walk in, it's open to the elements for the most part. There are larger stones in the back with the statue there, and there appears to be kind of like this makeshift tarp type canvas that is, it appears to be pretty new, and not like the kind of place people would go in and then like sit and have a sermon or anything like that. But yes, as you approach, actually from behind, you hear a voice that calls out, "Taimoura's blessing be upon you. How can I help you?" And you turn around and you see an elf. Short, blondish hair, almost like white, so blonde, and light eyes, light skin, dressed in very simple robes, kind of like with light colors, and she comes up behind you. "I'm Sister Grael. How can I help you? You're here to make an offering to our smiling lady?"
Yes, I am.
"Please, don't let me stand in your way." And she steps off to the side.
Bazil's going to walk up to the statue, and he is going to place down a trinket that he received from his younger sister. That is special to him. It is a little heart-shaped piece of stone from underground where he used to live. And she found it one day and was so excited that it looked like a heart. She gave it to Bazil. He's always kept it, but he's going to leave it there.
Oh, Bazil, that was really sweet of you.
Well, you don't know what it is. I didn't tell you. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. But you don't know that. You can ask me what it is.
Bazil, what is it?
You were just so nice.
Well, then
Fake
you
world.
told me not that I wasn't.
I was just
looking.
telling you your character doesn't know.
Oh.
I didn't say that out loud.
You went in. You went inside.
I
Am I
just placed
standing
it down.
outside?
No, you're in there.
No, you
but
guys are in,
But
but
you
can
saw
I
me
just-
place it.
Oh.
But I didn't say why I was placing it. I just walked
but it was so
over.
sweet. I thought it was just sweet that you were placing something there.
Oh, okay. Sweet that I'm giving an offering.
Yes, because I wouldn't think that you would be one to give an offering.
It's the Lady of Good Luck. Don't we all want
You
good luck?
always think that you don't need good luck. That you make it seem like you already have the luck.
Perhaps this is true. However, given our situation, I feel like we are going to be facing more opponents than perhaps we're first prepared for.
Ah, yes.
We might need some luck.
And all beings should walk free of fear.
Well, move out of my way. I need some luck as well. I am going to give her a coin, a gold coin, because I need more luck.
My stone heart is worth much more than money. It's priceless.
Yes, that's what they all say.
Well, Taimoura appreciates all.
Gold coin it is.
Doop, doop. So you place a gold coin.
Yes.
It's actually like a lot of money. It's good. I mean, it's nice.
And
I need a lot of
What's
luck.
that? Yeah, like, hey, what's that?
Dealing with all of you people.
Is that like alcohol?
It's like a cheat sheet in case.
I mean this. I mean that.
Yes, it's alcohol.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, because it looks fun, right? Warhead?
I mean, yeah, because it said brew, and I was like, oh man, it's warhead. It's not like.
It has alcohol.
Yeah, they make some fun alcohol these days. Alright, let me give her a gold coin.
So you place. Oh my gosh. Man. You place a coin down. So Bazil and.
Do you not want luck?
Fine.
What about you? Don't you want luck?
What could I even like give?
You can
Do you have
give
your
her
old cat collar?
Taimoura
Yeah.
accepts all offerings.
Wait, do I even have a cat?
It's,
No,
it's
just
more the
kidding.
thought that counts.
Yes. Matthew, don't you need luck?
I mean, I guess so. And I don't know what I could like.
Just give a gold coin.
Okay, cool, coin.
So
Oh, followers.
Followers, I believe it was my idea to come to this shrine. And I believe I was the first one to give an offering.
You gave.
You followed me. I
Are
gave
you-
a priceless item.
Did I hear you correctly earlier that you are adventurers?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
Yeah, we
Fighting.
like adventuring and stuff.
We are. Matthew here is actually on his first quest.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't want to pry, but what kind of quest?
Oh, I don't think we should
It's
trust
okay
her.
if you don't want to.
Did you say that out loud? Like, as a character, do you think? I don't think we should trust her.
No, she said no.
I am an elf.
I mean, a goblin.
She's not a goblin, she's an elf.
She's a oh.
And I'm an elf.
Okay, well, I misunderstood.
I'm
I'm
actually a
just gonna hide
dark
the little
elf.
fairy on my shoulder now.
Like a bad elf. She's a
She's
good
just kind of
elf.
standing there like.
She's a patron of Taimoura.
Sorry.
I mean, we can just
I'm
You
just
tell
very
gonna
her
like
sorry,
hide.
woman.
I'm gonna hide the little fairy with you.
Well, it's sort of an unexpected quest, which is why I decided to stop here and perhaps seek some luck from
A
Taimoura.
very wise decision. If I may, I could actually, perhaps this is the luck that honestly, luck for me, luck for you. I am actually in need of help for a mission that I have been given. My superiors within the church have asked for me to try to persuade a local banshee
Bunch.
named
Quite
Agatha.
loud, aren't they?
They can be if you make them upset, but her name is Agatha, and I needed her to answer a question about a spell book. I did seek her out recently in her lair, but she did not appear for me, no matter what I said or did. Unfortunately, I was barely made it home, attacked on the road way back, but
Who were you attacked by?
I couldn't tell the creature. I ran as quick. Once
Were you
I
alone?
I was, yes.
Why would you go alone?
I didn't think it would be as dangerous as it turned out to be, and
And
honestly,
who gave you this quest? Your
my superiors within the church, yes.
Did they tell
I-
you why?
Yes.
What,
So-
what is the spell book for?
The spell book is it is from a mage named Bowgentle. It's a legendary
Gentle.
Bowgentle. Legendary
Bow
mage.
Gentle.
Bow.
Bow.
And then gentle. B-O-W gentle. Bow.
Is he related to Well?
Not that I
Well.
know. Well, oh,
Quell.
Tons of silly
Barthanon?
names.
No. Barthan? No.
Quelbath.
Quell Barthan. No, this is
Bow
Bow
Gentle.
They should
Gentle.
rename this place
Barthen.
Crappy Name Town.
They should really
And
rename
Bowgentle.
this mage Bojangles.
I know that they both begin with B. It can be very confusing.
It
but
is.
no, they are two
Alright.
completely separate individuals. This is actually a legendary name.
Oh, a legendary.
Legendary.
Tell me about the legend. I love legends.
Well, I would be happy to do so if you were able to perhaps convince this banshee, Agatha, to answer a question about the whereabouts of this book. If I believe if you bring her a gift, and I actually have, and she pulls out of her
but
pocket.
I want to know what this book is going to be used for. I understand you need help retrieving it, but if this is a mage of such renown as you speak, this book could be very powerful.
Indeed, which is why we would prefer if it were not in the hands of a banshee. Or, well, I'm not sure if she has it, actually.
Oh, so you're sending us on a witch hunt, are you?
In a sense, banshees are not technically witches. They are a different type of creature, but she has knowledge from what we understand, and she's pulling out this jeweled silver comb from her pack. They are very vain, and if you can kind of convince them that they are wonderful and beautiful beings, they will answer a question for you or speak to you. And I did not bring a suitable gift, I think, perhaps. Or maybe it's just me, but I'm looking for brave individuals who would be willing to bring this comb and try to see if she will appear for you and perhaps tell you the whereabouts of this book.
Well, once she does tell us the whereabouts, because we will get her to speak, do we go find this book, or just come back to you with this information?
No, you can come back to me.
What is to stop us from finding this book ourselves?
Well, I guess it depends on what you find out, but let's just say that there are some very powerful individuals who might be set if someone were to take advantage, we'll say. I can offer you potions of healing if you take on this quest.
I'm just personally wondering why you just met us and you will give us such a heavy, important mission.
Well, I am. It was just whistled like crazy. I am
That was the
as
character.
No.
I thought you just wanted to make her do that.
She's very reserved. I am, as you can see, in this very small town of Phandelver, farmers, woodcutters, smithies. Unfortunately, there's also an issue with some ruffians that have taken hold here, and it's not easy to find people who would be willing to help. And this one here, it's very large, and perhaps, if nothing else, she might be too afraid to, come forward and attack you. Or on the way, you'll have more luck than I did, where I had to run for my life.
Oh, let's just help her out.
She's used as the intimidation tool.
Yes.
All right, we will help you.
I appreciate it. Again, I'm Sister Graelle, and you are...
Yep.
Ezra!
No!
Matthew!
Give your names, it's fine. I appreciate...
My name is Bazil.
I appreciate all of your help. Thank you, Bazil. Who would like to,
Me.
Would like to what?
hold the comb? She
Both go
has
for it.
over.
Brisinger takes it.
It is a beautiful comb.
Look
It fits
Don't
like across
Break it.
you're big, so it fits neatly into one of your hands. Silver, pure silver, with these little jewels and gems on the handle piece. And
Where
she's-
can we find this banshee?
let me touch this button and see where it brings me. If you follow the Tribord Trail, you will find an abandoned town. If you follow it to the east, you will find an abandoned town, a ruin, really, of a town named Conyberry, sacked by barbarians a long time ago.
I just looked up the word.
From the ruins of Conyberry, there's an old trail that leads northwest into Neverwinter Wood. Her lair is a few miles outside of town. Do be careful. The forest grows quite dark and thick as you travel in. There are vines and trees in your way. I did my best to cut through, but I'm only one person and you are several, so.
3.5.
I would recommend being polite, respectful.
It's hard for us.
It's hard for him.
If I may,
It's not hard for me. I have been
I just
quite
looked up the word
polite.
banshee and I'm kind of terrified right now.
Why?
Because I got
Oh, that's a nice picture.
They're like screaming ghosts, right?
I hit these guys.
Great
So if you
picture.
are
We're gonna
kind,
encounter one of those.
Great.
if you are kind, that would be my recommendation. Is to approach her, be overly flattering, and if you are not, she may do the same as she did to me and just simply not appear, which, again, we would appreciate.
Overly flattering. Got it. I can do that.
What if we insult it and then it comes out?
Then she'll
Check.
probably kill us.
She may not be as willing to answer the question about the location of Bo Gentle's mage book. If you are mean and nasty, and then from there I can honestly, I have no, I am not responsible for anything that may happen to you if you approach a banshee
So
with
there's
insult.
an asterisk at the bottom of this deal.
Yes, I am not responsible if you are rude and nasty to a creature such as a banshee. I would hope that you would not. For your own safety, I recommend,
I know that.
Be nice.
Be
Got
nice.
it. Got it. Got it.
yes. I appreciate it, though, and you can find me here once you have completed your
Is there anything you could provide us with that would aid us in this adventure?
I have these, and hold on. And she shuffles back away. I mean, she's an elf and slender and you know all that, but she is wearing the robes, and she kind of like back. And a moment later, she returns and she hands you each a potion of healing.
Oh, really?
So each of you has one potion of healing.
That will help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
you.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate your help.
What are we doing?
We go get potion of healing.
Potion of healing, we're adding. Alright, I'm looking it up now.
And what brings you to our little town here?
Well, we were here just to drop off goods.
Oh, you still don't have your starting equipment?
I didn't like have
Oh,
the potion.
I guess you didn't do
I didn't have the potion of healing yet. Am I supposed to add them?
Yeah.
So if you hit manage equipment, I think there should be a manage equipment
Oh,
button.
okay.
That's where you add.
All I see is manage inventory.
Or manage it. Yep. And then you search for
Search potion.
you put healing, because potion is weird. The way that D&D Beyond you does it is strange.
Yeah,
So I would put healing.
and it should come right up.
And if it doesn't show up, then you're gonna want to.
Potion of healing, greater, superior, or supreme?
You just want regular potion of healing.
I don't.
And if that doesn't show up, then you're gonna want to check off the potion box up
Take
at
off
the top.
potion box. Yeah, and just put healing.
There you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna put up. It's a little confusing. I don't know.
But add
I don't know.
equipment. Add into equipment.
Oh crap.
Because you already have
You
one.
made me on my mouse. It's a touchscreen.
Oh.
Potion of
You
healing.
already have one.
Add to equipment or backpack?
Equipment.
Okay. Well, I still received it. It's not like just because I have some doesn't mean that I'm perfect. Okay,
So
I did it.
have you managed to stack these things?
Yeah, too bad I'm gonna knock it over.
This sounds like music from. Where did we go?
The Cambridge
Yeah, fair. I'm like, I don't know. Where
The
do we
Red
go?
Fair.
We went a lot of places.
All right.
Are we in the inn now?
Okay, I'm not
So
actually
in
gonna do
Yes.
music?
So she sees you on
Sounds
your
like in
way,
music.
and you just take a few steps over
it. Well, I
to
didn't.
the Stonehill Inn,
Yay.
where you had agree to meet Sildar eventually. So in the center of town there stands this large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. As you walk in, you can see that the common room is filled with locals that are nursing mugs of ale or cider, and they're all eyeing you with curiosity as you come in here. You see behind a bar is a young human male. He's got like sandy blonde hair, but actually fairly dark skin, and like gray eyes. And he's just standing behind there. And he's, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hello. We are quite tired after our journey. We'd like a room or two, please.
Sure. I am Toblin Stonehill. This is the Stonehill Inn. Welcome in.
To the inn.
Welcome into the inn. We like to say that around here.
Well, is Well here?
No, I think he's still working next door, but...
Well.
Let me see.
Do we see Sildar anywhere?
Looking around, you
I'm doing a quick glance.
you don't see Sildar anywhere at the moment, but you do see several other people, and you also see a barmaid walking around, and then there are a bunch of like patrons in the inn there. They're all kind of looking at you a little bit like, what are you doing here? Let me actually see how much these rooms are gonna be. So, he says, so for each of you, see here, one silver a piece per night.
Nice.
We can manage that.
So I just take away 1 silver.
We have 5 rooms available. We did just rent out one to another individual. Not that long ago, actually, a couple of hours ago.
Sildar?
Yes, I believe that was his name, Sildar.
Oh, well, at least he's here. We know he didn't sneak away.
You're so suspicious.
If you need a food or a drink, did you want to?
Yes, food and drink, please.
Sure, take a seat at one of the tables. I'll send Elsa over.
Aye.
Elsa!
Let it go. Let it go.
So you walk past all of the, the patrons. Some of them are looking over.
What are you looking at? Never seen a drow before. Hanging out with a dragonborn and a cat
and
and
a
a
bear.
tiny fairy. We are a really weird group, aren't we?
Everyone loves cats.
We really are like
Yeah.
a really
Mostly
weird group,
humans
actually.
around here.
Everyone
like humans
loves
have
Like
come
we
That's
are
why they're all looking at
actually.
me.
I know you guys might not know this exactly how weird we are, but we are.
We should be called the Odd Bunch.
This a
Oddballs.
dwarven
I like
woman.
that. The oddballs.
As you're
thought
saying
We're the
that,
All right,
oddballs
we are
now.
the oddballs. That is our name.
a dwarven woman who's over at another table is like, "No, we actually haven't seen people like you around here before."
We're oddballs.
I'd say so. What brings you, she like slides her chair over. She's got like the sunburned kind of skin, and her hair is like a little bit frazzled but dark and like, and she's wearing just kind of, common clothes. It looks like she's got this apron on that has, different, sewing type, like equipment in pockets and stuff like that. She has her ale. It is about now. It's probably like lunchtime or whatever. Like, what are you doing in our town?
We came to deliver goods to our country.
Nothing else.
We were hired to do so,
Oh,
fulfilling our job.
wow.
Now we are quite hungry and
You look
quite
like-
thirsty.
You look like great adventurers. I was kind of hoping you were here to get rid of these red brands. Hassle us every time we have any kind of business in town.
So we've heard we might be able to help with that as well.
I hope so. They bother all of us. I'm Frida. I do some weaving here in town. They're always bugging me. They bug everybody except for the Phandelver Miners Exchange. They don't want to get in trouble with Halia Thornton. She's a Halia. She's a firebrand.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you all want to, maybe do something about those. Well, we would all appreciate it. I'll leave you to your lunch. She scoots her chair back to her where she's sitting with another person. Almost immediately, Elsa, who is another human but very short. She could almost be a halfling if she was only 5 inches shorter. She comes over. She has dark hair.
Almost one of your type.
She's like, "Oh, hi. I'm
A small
Elsa.
one for you.
How can I help you?"
Hi, we would like some food. I am starved.
Oh yeah, we can help you out with
You
that.
only need just a little bit for this one.
Oh, I would imagine so. You must be a cheap date, huh?
Yes.
You've never gone on
Just
a date,
like me,
but
just like me.
exactly that's what I was just saying.
I've always wished I had wings. Sometimes people call me a fairy.
They're quite fun.
I can only imagine. I'm so jealous. Sometimes I would love to just fly away from here sometimes.
Wouldn't we all?
I
I wish you would take advantage of that a little bit more.
flying
I'm
away.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I like you, part of our group. The Oddballs is what we were called.
The oddballs. That's
yes,
very
we've just come
quaint.
up with that name. Do you like it?
I love it. Yes.
I was wondering if we should do a pub poll. Perhaps?
No.
No.
I mean, we can leave it. I mean, we've got 5 or 6 people here who could help you. Sure.
Eh.
Hey, everybody! What do you think about the oddballs? That's a good name for our new friends here. And you see kind of people like, oh wow. And Frida's like, that sounds great. I like it. That sounds
Well,
great.
if Frida likes it,
We're keeping it.
we're keeping it.
I like
We're
Frida.
the oddballs now.
Well, very nice oddballs. What can I get you for lunch? We've got some meat and potatoes, and we got ale and cider and meat.
I love
Potato.
potatoes. Potatoes come from the ground.
Yes, they
The
do.
ground is where it's at.
So did you. You also came from the
We can
ground.
add
I did.
some greens
I
to
came
it
from
if you
in the
for a little
ground.
bit extra.
That is true.
I will definitely take some meat and potatoes and definitely some apple cider because I can't deal with these folk anymore.
I like
With some alcohol in it or no?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all
Oh my
right.
god, you're so enthusiastic about alcohol.
She only needs a little bit. Don't give her too much, because then we have to deal with her upstairs.
I know. Cheap date. Cheap date. Just like
Cheap date crew right here. Cheap date crew.
Give you a little high five. Yes.
Oh, I love the bonding. I love it.
Well, that's gonna be about 7 copper per.
I
So,
shall take care of it for you
oh,
all.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking at maybe 2.5.
Oh, thank you, Basil, for taking care of us.
2 silver. And I'll get that right at any other drinks, ciders, ales, meads.
Are you going
You
to
look a little
eat?
young
I mean,
though.
I'm gonna have like tea and stuff, you know.
Would you like a
There's
drink?
no drinking age for cats, is there?
There's no drinking age at all.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do.
Awesome.
Is a.
We should get Matthew drunk!
I like this idea. It's your first quest. We must christen you. What's your
about you?
strongest ale?
Well, we only have 1 ale here. I'll
Poison
make
him?
sure he doesn't water it down for you. How about that?
Yes.
You water down your ale.
No, of course not.
Can I get a round of those except in apple cider for this one?
Yeah. All right, I'll get 4
To be a
meals.
picky bunch, huh?
I mean, do you need a whole meal? I just I don't want to charge you if you're not gonna eat. If you don't eat the whole.
Well, I can just pick off Matthew's meal.
Okay, so just the 3. All right, I'll be right back. And she goes off to go get you.
You sure you want to share with her? Although you're gonna be filled with mead, so you'll be alright. Ale, I mean, not mead. You'll be filled with ale.
Yep. Pretty sure
Alright.
with that ale, I'm not really gonna be able to do anything.
So as you're waiting for your food, you see a little kid, kind of like peeking their head out around the bar where Toblin has been standing. This kid has hair looks almost like osmosis bore them from Toblin. And there's just a little boy just kind of looking, and he's staring over at the big, huge dragon, half dragon that's sitting, and his eyes are wide. He's like, just looking. And then a woman comes out from the back. Another human. This time she's got like kind of olive skin, reddish hair, these like turquoise eyes, and she comes over and she ruffles the hair of the kid. She's like, Pip, don't be rude. If you want to go talk to them, go talk to them. This is how you're running in. Go. She like pushes the little kid over. They look to be probably like 7, maybe. Come over and they're like, hello.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Pip. And they're looking straight at Brisinger this whole time. Just like, I've never seen anyone that looks like you.
Yeah, I'm a dragon. Half dragon.
You're a dragon?
Yeah.
Mom, there's a dragon! It's like, yes, yep. And then they look back and like, are you enjoying your stay at the Stonehill Inn?
Did your mother teach you to say that?
Yes,
She did quite a good job. You did quite well with her.
thank
You
you.
should be very proud.
I'm very proud of myself.
Did you have more questions for Brisinger here?
Can you do magic? Can you
I
blow
knew you
fire
did.
out of your mouth?
I knew you
I
did.
can shoot acid.
Oh my gosh.
Dragon.
I've seen it actually. It melts people's flesh.
Don't tell him that. He's like 7.
That's pretty cool. Did you melt anybody's flesh today?
Teach me that when I was an elf, when I was like 3.
I am so tempted to go outside, take the little kid with me, use my wings, and just go fly with him. So tempted. Yeah?
Why not?
Alright.
You're seriously gonna do that?
Do you want to go for a fly, little child?
You fly?
Yes, I have wings.
Make sure that
Looks
his mother
over
says
at-
it's all right.
Yeah. He looks over,
Check
looks
with his
back.
mother.
Mom, the dragon can fly. They want me to go with them. And you see the eyes on the woman. She's like, she comes over and she's like, oh.
I promise, very responsible. Actually, the most responsible of all of us.
Yes.
Brisinger.
Welcome to Phandelver. I am Trilena. I run this
Hi,
establishment with my husband Toblin.
Yes, we've met him.
This is Pip.
Quite a nice guy.
He
You
is.
have a very cute little
Oh,
child.
thank you. What brings you here to our little town?
Quest.
Quests. Yeah. Are you here joining up with the Red Brands at all? Taking a little.
Joining up.
Well,
Never.
I mean, so many
No.
different kinds come through here.
You're not joining any little bandit group.
You see, all the people are kind of like listening in, and some of them, like Frida, she's just like watching, and others are kind of like doing that thing where they're like, they whisper to each other and whatnot.
We actually hadn't really known about this town, but we're hired to bring some goods here for Barthen and well, that's his name. Well,
Yes, I'm
yes.
aware. Yeah.
well Barthen
It's an
and
interesting name.
it is an interesting
Yeah. A
name.
little confusing sometimes. but
Very
He's great, though. He's great.
well is great. Well,
Yes.
yes.
Well
Well is
good.
well. Yes. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Indeed.
Well done.
You see, you're kind of pulling Pip a little bit closer.
We actually have been quite inspired since we've been here. At least I have to help your town.
Phandelver has that effect on people, I will say. I am happy enough to hear that you're not going to join up with these Red
No.
Brands.
Oh,
They are.
No,
They
never.
are.
We are here only to help.
They've been pretty horrible.
So we've heard. Yes.
Yes, Phil Dendrar, local wood carver, he stood up to the Red Brands just the other day, about a 10-day ago. And when they came up to his shop and they were leering at his wife, they murdered him. Right there.
Oh no.
Several
that's
townsfolk saw it
terrible.
happen. It was horrible. I was not there, luckily. But
Oddballs.
the Red Brands,
We cannot allow this to continue.
no, they took his body, and now his wife, daughter, and son have gone missing as well.
Oh no, we need to help them.
I mean,
This
we
is
would
not
appreciate any
acceptable.
help. It is. It has been.
Very much.
It has
Oh,
only
no,
gotten
it's-
worse.
Oh no, we have to
See,
help them.
We have to help them.
Oh no, we have to help them.
Oh, Matthew, we have to help them.
Oh no, we
That's how
need
Ezra
to help them.
She's making funny.
And you hear one of
We
the
need to
this
help
human
them
guy on the
out.
side is like, I wonder if that's what happened to Sister Grael. She had left a couple of days back. When she returned, she was exhausted and looked like she'd been hurt. And Trilliana's like, oh no, I think that happened outside of town. I think if she had been hurt by them, she would have told us.
So do you know Sister Grael well?
Not fairly well. She's been here for a little bit. She's very helpful and
The kind woman, yes?
acolyte of Taimoura. Yes, very helpful.
We are assisting her in a task as well.
Ah, are you?
Yes.
Well, if you find any time in your busy schedule and
Do you think we should be telling anybody that we're helping her?
Oh my god. I didn't say what we were helping.
you see Trilina, she like leans down and whispers something to Pip, and
Jump
he's
out for
like,
a little bit.
So no fly. No flying. Aww.
no, this woman is not going to let a dragon take her son into the air. That's not going to happen.
Damn.
So
That's
he
so
just like
nice.
his shoulders like slump a little bit. He's like, no, maybe next time. Maybe next.
Another time, perhaps when
Yes.
we get rid of these ruffians,
Yes, that would be great.
then you will see how genuine we are, and you could go for a little ride, Pip.
That would be great. And you know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. And Pip comes over to you, to Brisinger, and they whisper in your ear. They say, Kylee Alderleaf's son, Carp. He said he found a secret tunnel in the woods, but Red Brands almost caught him. So be careful. He steps back. Can we get you anything else for your meal?
No, I think we're good, thank you.
Wait, is there like helpful stuff? There like drink stuff.
Do you sell catnip? Any chance?
Didn't we drink the stuff? Like, did
No,
I-
you
No,
haven't
it
yet.
hasn't been brought out yet. Pip like looks at his mom. She's like,
I'm
"Oh,
just
sorry."
joking. I'm
It's
joking
just a
because
joke.
he's a
Yeah.
tabaxi.
It's just a joke, Pip.
I'm just joking. Ha ha ha. Ale! Where's the ale?
Elsa comes over at this point. She's like,
Ah, Elsa, just in time.
I'm always just in time.
Yes,
That's
let
what
that
they tell me,
ale go.
Elsa,
Let
just
it go.
And you see this farmer leans back and he's like, hey, while you're taking care of all that other stuff, shit, I lost where it was. This is actually like a miner. His face is all like, dirty. There's some orc raiders that have been seen in the east end of Tribor Trail. Townmaster's looking for someone to run them off.
It seems like you need a lot of help here.
Yeah, it's a dangerous area. You can see Townmaster Harbin about that. He's in the Townmaster's hall.
Townmaster Harbin.
Harbin, yeah. Harbin Wester.
Harbin Wester.
Very cute little
Pompous
town like
ass.
this. There's a
But
lot of stuff going on.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Random question. When I'm flying, how much would I be able to carry?
You're fairly large, so it depends on your strength. I would say you probably can carry like
16 strength.
you
Plus
can
3.
probably
plus
carry.
3. Yep.
We'd have to do the math. There is math that you can do to get with the 16. What you can carry. So I don't want to say it in case I'm completely wrong, but flying unhindered, you're probably looking at like 150 to 200. After that, you're going to start to slow down and whatever. But yeah, you can carry quite a bit. But it will start
like
to impact your
person on you, at least one.
Yeah, you could carry
Is
a
that what you're
person.
Yes.
Yeah, a small child you wouldn't even.
No.
You wouldn't even
But one of
notice.
us you could probably carry.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
One of us.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, with her.
her is not a problem, but
Yeah.
like one of us with her. Two of us probably start to hinder you, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Especially with all the gear and everything.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably only one. All right. And Elsa, as she's putting down the stuff, she's like, "I'll be right back with your food. But you know, if you're looking for any other help, or we do have our very own little former adventurer here. Right, it was Darren, right?" And she looks over, and Frida's like Darren Eatermath, orchard keeper. He's a former adventurer.
Darren
Petermath?
Petermath.
Petermath. Is he smart or something?
EDERM.
Oh, I thought it was like EATER.
So that
Eater
eater
math.
math, like he eats math.
On the
That's what I thought
weekends.
too.
It's probably supposed to be Ettermouth. But
Is he
Plus sign
he's
right here.
he's in it. They are an adventure as
Little
well.
subtraction
Former.
sign for
Former.
from what I understand, yeah. You'd have
Why
to go
why
check.
former?
I don't know. Looks like it's rough work. Huh? You tell me.
It is rough work.
I mean, I'm a barmaid. That's pretty rough, but I would imagine getting stabbed and poked and stuff. You know. I do have to worry about that on occasion, but not, you know, what you guys have to worry about. I enjoy it.
I love that you know exactly where my mind went.
So
What was
she.
it? On what?
Mine.
Wait, can you tell me?
Just never mind.
Like afterwards?
I'll tell you
Or-
So
Not
she
here.
brings out the food, and you all are able to enjoy your meals with
Yes,
Pip kind
let's
of
get
like.
Matthew drunk.
You see Toblin keeping Pip entertained, but definitely keeps like eyeing over and watching, especially the dragon, the half
I
dragon.
attract so much attention. So much.
Alright.
I
So
bet Basil always
Okay,
thinks
I'm
that
drunk
people are
too.
looking at him.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get drunk now.
Time to get Matthew drunk now.
alright. So are you gonna play a drinking game, or are you gonna?
Yes. Heck
Alright.
yes.
So drinking game.
Okay.
So Elsa is plenty happy to engage in that, because that means that she gets 4 copper every time. Actually, she she comes over with a gallon of ale. She's like, poof. You see everybody's like, woo! And she puts it down in front of you. It's 2 silver for a gallon of ale.
I shall pay for you.
And anybody who's going to be engaging, I mean, you're not. I mean, actually, when you take it, it would shrink down to your size.
Oh, yes.
So anybody who's going to engage in this drinking game, you can roll a d20 and add your Constitution modifier to it.
Zero. Yay.
So roll a d20 and add your con.
13.
13, yeah. So you
Oh,
take
I get a
it,
0 too.
drink it back.
You're drinking too, yes? Come
roll
on,
a
check.
D20.
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20 and add your con modifier.
Oh, shoot! You got 19.
Oh, you're
17.
fine. Hey.
Plus.
Suppose I'll be
Wait,
the
where
responsible
do I-
one
was
and
that?
make sure
Your
everybody gets off to
Constitution.
bed correctly.
Okay,
Minus
Brisinger
one.
is
Oh, minus
watch.
16.
You got a 16. Why do you have a minus 1?
I don't know.
Why does he have a minus 1
I don't know,
constitution?
because
What's your? Are you an
Tabaxi.
8? Do you have an 8 for your, or a 9 for your,
for my what?
for your
For
con?
your con.
My
What does it say?
my constitution, like at the
I have
top.
plus 2
Oh,
for my
it's
It's
an
an
8.
8. It's an 8. Is
I
that why?
have plus 2
Uh-huh.
for my constitution.
So
For every 2 below,
So-
it's a
Oh, it's
minus,
minus
What
one.
or
happens
every
now? I
2
roll a
below.
16.
So if you roll a 16, you minus 1.
Oh, I mean,
So-
I rolled a 17 and then
Okay,
minus
yeah.
1,
So
so I rolled a 16.
Yeah, so you all take
Jump.
a drink. Brisinger's sitting there kind of watching you all like,
You're not
"Alright, we'll
drinking."
see how this goes.
I'm gonna make sure everybody actually finds the way to
You
So
put your,
you're the DDD, right?
What's that mean?
Dragon designated driver. Is that you?
Sure.
DDD.
gonna
Sure.
drive you to your room. Toblin is like, hey, drink up! We're happy to have you, adventurers who are gonna help us.
Well, wonder.
So you all finish your first one and you feel pretty good, and then we go to the second one. So everybody roll me a d20 again.
Oh crap, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
What happens
Yeah.
now?
Basil rolled a 5.
Wait, Wait, what happens since I? Oh,
I
God,
rolled a
we all like
5.
that
We're
crap.
all not feeling so well right now.
All right,
Okay, so
everybody roll.
I still made it a
roll
little
me a
bit better.
con. Actually, that was a con check. So now
Yeah.
roll me a con save.
See.
So go to your saves
Oh, where is it?
and
So if you go down a little bit, so this is like your regular stats. If you go down to saving throws,
Oh, saving throws now.
like I have a +2
Was
for
that-
saving.
is that under, like,
Constitution.
action?
I have +0.
0. You have +0.
Is that under actions or something?
Nope, it's right under here. So right under where your abilities are and your skills, just go down. Saving throws.
I don't have that kind of screen.
Oh, you have a different.
Yeah, I have a laptop.
should
you
be
have
on the
a phone.
left. Right
Should be
there.
on the left. Yeah,
Right there at the top.
Oh, okay.
See where it says saving throws?
yeah.
So your con is still -1.
All right, so Brisinger, as you're watching, they all like slam down their first one, like yay, and then they all go to take their second one, and they're like kind of all going like, cool.
12.
8.
13.
All
Sorry,
right,
that's what's-
and as Ezra, as you
I'm doing a little bit
are
better
sitting there
now.
like, and it's kind of like, nope, I'm done. I'm done after this one. You kind of like sit back down on Brisinger's shoulder. You are not able to
Continue on.
continue.
All of
Like
us?
you come on,
Nope,
no,
just her.
just
me.
her. You
Oh.
come very close to your stomach not being.
Oh,
it's
yes.
almost like
You're tiny.
you kind of feel almost like when you drank it, it like expanded to its regular. That's not what happened, but you almost get that bloated feeling
Oh,
immediately. Like, this is cheap ale.
Gross.
Matthew
I'm done.
and
He's still in.
and Brisinger, you sorry, Bazil, you're able to hold it together and you look at each other like, all right, we can do this. All right,
I'm
roll
gonna
another.
win.
We've got this, Matthew.
Roll another con check, please. Rolling your
Alright.
Constitution modifier on a d20.
Yeah, just -1.
-1.
18.
Hey,
And that's a
18.
6.
A 6.
Oh, so you get 17.
Yeah,
Oh.
18.
Okay. So, Basil, I need you to roll a Constitution
this?
save. So
Alright.
Matthew's just like,
Must be a new
I
dice.
think my shrine of luck is doing good.
A 20!
nat 20.
Not a nat
Alright.
20, but a dirty
Oh,
20. But still a 20.
Natural,
Um,
unnatural 20.
all right. So as you're kind of holding it together, you're like, you place it down for a moment. You have that like, nope. But Matthew's just got a smile on his face, like.
A really drunk smile. He's like,
But Ezra's like, Elsa
awkward smile.
is like, great job. All right, another round.
Another round, yes!
Yay! That's another. She's gonna bring you another gallon, so it's gonna
Oh,
be another
boy.
2 silver pieces.
Evil.
Alright.
All right, one more roll.
Come on.
Constitution
Big money, big money, big
check.
money, big money, big money. 6. God damn it. 5.
5, yeah.
14!
14. Both of you with this last one, I need you both to make Constitution saves.
1.
13!
0.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
I got a 0.
I think you just spilled all your food all over the table.
Yes. As
Yes, she says.
We're gonna go with.
I wish I could reroll.
There's a 50% chance.
It's like landing on the Bowser
Actually,
space
you
in
made
Mario.
you did make an offering to Taimoura. So I will say,
Oh.
you can use your luck to reroll that right now, or you can save it for
Yes.
another time.
Yes,
Okay,
I
go
got a 0 last time. You think I'm not gonna
All
reroll?
right, con save.
Yes! 16.
Oh, there
Minus
you go.
1, that's 15.
16 minus 1. All right, I'm not gonna make you throw up, but
Save.
both of you at the same time, you're drinking it, and then you both make eye contact, and you're like, oh,
I'm
we're
like
done.
almost.
No, and you place it down, and you're like, tie. tie.
Tie.
Each other like,
Will you accept a tie? I can't believe you almost drank me under the table.
I think. Yeah, sure. Why not tie? Sure, why not? I still want first place of tie.
so you both stop.
I
You
feel
are
like you're in
both
first place
drunk.
since you've never drank before. Yes.
You are drunk.
Yay.
Ezra, you get Matthew, I'll get this one.
So you have one
How
level.
is she gonna get me?
You have
She's,
one
like,
level of
tiny.
exhaustion, which you can mark on your thing for the rest of the day.
Oh,
You have
is
one
it?
level of exhaustion. So if you go up to the top, I think there's like an exhaustion
There's conditions, I think.
Oh, condition, okay.
Add
Conditions.
active conditions.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
exhaustion level 1, which means you have
So-
disadvantage
That's
on.
And then blended
All
charm.
It's down at the
Rolls
bottom
pretty
for me. I
much.
don't know if it's the same for you.
Unconscious. That says unconscious.
Yeah, you're not
Mine's down at the bottom, like a level of exhaustion.
Exhaustion right there, buddy.
Oh. exhaustion level.
So like mine looks like that. Like I'm really tired.
I don't know what 6 is.
So as you sit there, your food tastes so much better, though. Like it is. I mean, Brisinger, it's alright. But for them, you can tell they're like, yeah,
Matthew, this food is great, isn't it?
It's so good. This food is so
This is
good.
the best I've had in a
I'm
long
literally
time.
drunk right now.
It tastes even better when you're drunk.
It tastes
Yeah.
even better.
You're like,
Elsa is like, it is so good.
This is
It
great!
is so good.
I am half tempted to ask you about like some of your backstory as you're drunk, so that I can learn more. But
Okay. That's one thing you can do.
Yeah, you can do it.
This turn.
I'm not gonna.
Brisinger is looking at you like,
Did you want to ask me a question?
No.
This one always starts half saying something and then stops.
you see Pip comes over actually while you're like you can see their parents are not paying any attention, so he comes over. He's like, are you why is your skin gray?
Well,
Keeps
I'm a
looking
drow,
at his
Pip.
parents, like,
You ever seen a drow?
no.
Well, I am an elf, but I come from under the ground.
Wow. Is there sun under there? You don't see the sun?
There's no sun.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
prefer it that way. The sun is a bit, harsh.
I love the sun. I love playing in the sun and playing with my friends out in the sun.
I mean,
Feels
for
nice.
your lot, it works.
Yeah, I'm a human.
Yes, I see that too. I am not.
No, you're an elf.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am a dark elf. Some people think that we're, quite evil, but I assure you that I am not.
You don't seem evil.
No, I am not. I'm not evil.
Those ones with the red, those guys are pretty evil.
Those are evil. We are gonna take care of them. Don't you?
Good. I do miss my friend. I hope you
sorry.
can save them.
I'm sorry that he was taken from you. And we will try to locate them. Hopefully they are alive.
How
Yeah.
are you managing to talk this well if you're drunk?
I'm drunk often.
So as you finish up your meal and get comfortable, you see finally the door opens and Sildar walks in. He's like, hey!
Silda!
My friends, my good friends.
Come join us,
Sit
Silda!
down.
Great friend Silda is here, everyone!
Right
Hey,
Silda!
Sildar.
Hey,
Pulls up a
Guys,
chair.
Silda is here!
Am
Silda!
I gonna like speak in like a really
You speak however you want.
drunk?
You can. I'm just
Alright.
being obnoxious. Like, Silda's here, everyone!
No,
Silda!
Hey, I
I was
see
just
you've
wondering
been-
like out loud if that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. How is Matthew when he's drunk?
Yeah.
I mean, you've never been drunk before, right?
Yeah, so he's
So
obviously
Matthews
like,
probably doesn't know what's going on. He's just like,
There's like a smile.
it's just like,
You do feel a little bit bloated.
Pause.
You did drink ale, and ale has the tendency to make you feel a little, and it was watered down slightly.
You
So
feel like you eat too much.
yeah, it makes you feel like your belly's too full. So that's something.
Weigh you
It's
down.
not necessary. You don't mind as much because you have that feeling of just like it's warm and fuzzy in the room. You feel like really comfortable and like warm, but also your belly is pretty full. And actually, that's where we'll stop. As Sildar pulls up a chair and sits down with you all, and like, well, I would love to hear about what you've been doing around Phandelver, and I'll fill you in on what I have been doing as well. And that is where we'll end.
I feel like absolute.